How to benefit from Stoicism in your daily life. A few years ago, I was stuck chasing goals that didn't even make me happy: a better car, a bigger house. I was on a hamster wheel, stressed and unfulfilled. Then I stumbled on Stoicism, and it was like someone handed me a map to get off that wheel. It's not about grand gestures, it's small, daily practices that shift your perspective. Today, we'll cover 5 key Stoic tools you can start using right now, no philosophy degree required. Negative visualization, appreciating what you have. Let's kick things off with negative visualization, one of the simplest yet most powerful Stoic practices. Here's how it works. Take a few minutes each day to imagine losing something you value: your job, your health, a loved one, even small things like your morning coffee. It sounds grim, but it's like adding a pinch of salt to a meal. It enhances the flavor of everything else. By picturing loss, you start appreciating what you have right now. I do this during my morning commute. I'll think, what if I couldn't drive? What if I lost my home? It's not about wallowing in gloom, it's about resetting your gratitude meter. Last summer, I was sipping cold water on a scorching day and thought, this is incredible. That joy came from imagining not having access to clean water, something I used to take for granted. Seneca advised periodically imagining poverty or loss to stay grounded. It's like a mental vaccine. It preps you for tough times and makes good moments shine. Try this. Tonight, before bed, spend 5 minutes picturing life without something you love, maybe your phone or your favorite hobby. Jot down how it makes you feel and what you're grateful for afterward. It's a small habit, but it builds a huge shift in perspective over time. Key trichotomy of control, mastering your focus. Next up is the trichotomy of control, a Stoic gem from Epictetus. It's a simple framework. Sort everything into 3 categories. First, things you fully control: your thoughts, actions, and effort. Second, things you partly control, like how well you prepare for a presentation or a sports game. Third, things you can't control at all, like the weather, traffic, or other people's opinions. The Stoics say to pour your energy into the first 2 and let the third go. I used to waste hours worrying about things I couldn't change, like a coworker's snarky email or a delayed flight. It was like carrying a backpack full of rocks. Now, when stress hits, I ask, is this in my control? If not, I drop it. For example, when a friend vents about their boss's bad mood, I'll say, can you do anything about it? Usually, they realize they can't, and I'll quote Marcus Aurelius, nothing is worth doing pointlessly. This cuts through anxiety like a hot knife through butter. Here's a practical exercise. Grab a piece of paper and draw 3 columns labeled full control, some control, and no control. Write down what's stressing you out and sort it into those buckets. Focus your energy on the first 2 columns and practice letting the third go. It's like decluttering your mind. Handling insults with Stoic grace. Let's talk about insults, something we all deal with, whether it's a subtle dig or a blatant jab. Stoicism turns you into an insult connoisseur. A while back, a colleague said my writing was misguided. Old me would have snapped back or stewed for days. Instead, I laughed and said, why not evil and misguided? That self-deprecating humor threw him off and kept my peace intact. Seneca taught that insults only hurt if you let them. By not taking them personally, you stay in control. Another trick is to see life as an absurd play. Nothing's supposed to make sense, so why get mad? When someone cuts me off in traffic, I imagine they're a bumbling character in a comedy, not my enemy. It's hard to stay angry when you're chuckling. Here's a real-world example. I was at a family gathering when an uncle made a snide remark about my thrift store shirt. Instead of getting defensive, I grinned and said, You should see the stains on the other one. Everyone laughed, and the tension vanished. Try this next time you're criticized. Pause, take a breath, and respond with light humor or a question. It's like mental jujitsu. You redirect the energy and stay calm. Voluntary discomfort, building resilience. Now, let's get bold with voluntary discomfort, a Stoic practice championed by Musonius Rufus. The idea is to choose small hardships to build mental and physical toughness. Think of it as weightlifting for your willpower. I've tried skipping meals, not using my car's heater in winter, or going barefoot for a day. It's not about suffering for suffering's sake. It's about proving you're stronger than your comfort zone. Take yoga, for instance. I started it after embracing Stoicism, and some poses push me to the edge of pain, cramping legs. Anyone? My teacher says to breathe into the sensation, and it's taught me I can handle discomfort without freaking out. Rowing's another example. I took it up a few years ago, and racing shells are wobbly. I flipped into freezing water 3 times, and overcoming that fear was exhilarating. Seneca said to live as if poor sometimes to appreciate what you have. Try this. Pick one small discomfort this week. Take a cold shower, skip your morning coffee, or walk instead of driving. Notice how it feels to push through. It's like training for life's bigger challenges, and it builds a quiet confidence that carries over. Simplifying your life. Less stuff, more freedom. Stoicism also encourages simplicity, cutting out the clutter to focus on what matters. I used to dream of a shiny new car or designer clothes. When my 16-year-old car died, I got a 9-year-old one, no cup holder, but it runs. I shop at thrift stores now, and I don't get the appeal of a Rolex. This isn't about being frugal. It's about realizing stuff doesn't equal happiness. At the mall, I watch people chase new phones or sweaters seeking a quick dopamine hit. It's like an addict chasing a high, it fades fast. The Stoic Cato dressed simply to train himself not to care about appearances. I've cut my spending, and it's freed up money and mental space. I don't miss the clutter. Here's an exercise. Next time you want to buy something non-essential, ask, will this make me happier a year from now? If the answer's no, skip it. Or try a no-spend day where you only use what you already have. Simplicity lets you enjoy life's real pleasures, a sunset, a good book, or a chat with a friend without the weight of wanting more. Stoicism in tough times, real-life stories. Stoicism really shines when life gets hard. When my mom had a stroke, she couldn't walk or swallow easily. She begged for plain water, which was risky due to aspiration. I felt awful saying no, but I leaned on Stoic principles. I'd say focus on what you can control, your effort in therapy. I'd remind her, you can talk now, a month ago you could only mumble. Quoting Marcus Aurelius, I'd add, life's like wrestling, not dancing, keep fighting. These ideas helped her find gratitude, even if just for a moment. Another time, I faced laser eye surgery for a torn retina. When the light burst stopped, I thought I'd gone blind. Instead of panicking, I asked, can I handle this like a Stoic? It was a test, and staying calm felt like a win. These moments show Stoicism isn't just philosophy, it's a lifeline. Try applying it next time you face a challenge. Ask, what can I control here, and focus there. It's like an anchor in a storm. So, does Stoicism deliver? For me, absolutely. I'm calmer, less swayed by negative emotions, and sometimes I feel bursts of joy just from being alive. It's not constant bliss, but it's real. I still have doubts. Am I missing out by not chasing luxury? Seneca wrote about a Stoic named Serenus who felt a secret sting, wondering if the consumer life was better. But most philosophers agree, chasing fleeting pleasures often leads to an empty life. Stoicism offers lasting joy, not just comfort. The best part? It's low risk. You can try it quietly, no one needs to know. Start with negative visualization, 5 minutes imagining loss to boost gratitude. Or use the trichotomy of control to sort your worries. If it's not for you, move on. But as Marcus Aurelius said, it could give you a whole new life. This week, pick one practice. Maybe journal about what you're grateful for after imagining loss, or sort your stresses into those 3 control buckets. Stoicism's not about perfection, it's about progress, one calm moment at a time. Thanks for joining me. Let's keep practicing and find the tranquility together.